This afternoon, I will talk about a theory called attachment based therapy, which can be used by counselors and family therapists. This attachment based therapy was propounded by John Bowlby, a child psychologist from Britain, and he emphasized the importance of the caregivers which the child has, and child, these caregivers can be the house help, can also be the mother. And it is very crucial for these caregivers, the way the children are handled is going to reflect in the later life. During this infant stage, the caregiver allows the child to interact with the others, allows the child to do self-discovery, allows the child to feel free and secure, and to feel that the world is not hostile, the environment is welcoming, the environment is loving. And now, the importance of this stage is very critical because in later life, if it is not handled properly, it's going to reflect later in adult stage. How is it going to reflect? If, as an infant, you are not handled properly, if you are not given an opportunity to interact with others, you are likely to be a loner in the later years because of your experience during your childhood. It is also an experience, these are the type of people who are always going to be suspicious of others. They are going to be filled with a lot, they are going to be very suspicious, very insecure, always not sure of the environment. They are also not confident of themselves. Even also there are people who become so secretive because they were never exposed to talking or interacting with other children when they were young. So it became a very trying stage, which if not handled, it can be disastrous. Now, what am I trying to say? What I'm trying to say is this. If, for example, if the attachment bond between the caregiver, who can be the house help, or the mother is not strong, you know the child is so much close to the mother because of the breastfeeding. Breastfeeding creates a bond, and that is why it is always encouraged that at least it's very important for the child not to be removed from breastfeeding very early, because it's going to affect that bonding, that love between the mother and the child. So now, the mother, through breastfeeding, the bond is very strong. And so, if that bond is not strong, the child will interpret the child will interpret that he or she is not loved. And then we will feel as if the mother hates her. And so now the caregiver, who might also be house help, is not the question of breastfeeding, but the way the child is handled, the tender handling of the child, the handling of the child in a very lovely, in a very careful, and in a very careful manner. It is very, very important. So now, this child is going to interpret the world, or look the world through the caregiver, through the mother or the house help. And so now, these people, these children, if they were not given an environment, they will also not even be like to take risks. They will not like to do self-discovery. They will not also like to handle things on their own when they grow up. So, because they were so much dependent on the caregiver. So now, when you tell them now to take a challenge, it become a problem. They don't want to take risks because they were never introduced to that sort of the world. And now, these are the ones who are also likely to commit suicide because they are loners. They are alone. They don't trust people. They cannot share their inner secrets with the other people. And so it become a problem. So Bowlby emphasized the aspect of attachment. Attachment-based therapy emphasizes the importance of the caregiver. The way you handle your child is very important. Your child, if the child is handled in a lovely manner, feel there is a strong bond, there is a strong attachment, then later they are going to be confident people. They are going to feel secure. They will feel the world is not hostile. They will feel that the world loves them. They will feel that they can take an adventure. They can take risks. They can also be able to share even their secrets with other people, and so they are likely not to get into a situation of stress or depression, which can affect the mental health. So it's very important the way you handle our children. So the importance of attachment-based therapy, I feel it's important for us to be aware. And this is important for the young parents who might not be having time for their children. Also for house help who might be so cruel to the children, because this is going to reflect later in years to come. I hope you have enjoyed the attachment-based therapy, and I'm hoping that you are also going to take care as you socialize the children. Also remember, the house help is very, very important within the socialization process. And so if you mistreat them, if you handle them badly, they are likely to displace that anger to your children, and you will not be there to know how your children are being treated. Otherwise, thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed it. You have enjoyed this video. I am Mutero Kwaro, your family therapist and a relationship coach. Thank you and use.